Kathleen Madigan, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
By the way, real quick, do you think there's any building that's been more repurposed than a Pizza Hut building? It seems like I see it all the time.
Wendy's. I see
Wendy's is a close second. I think
like
that's a
the
close
old
second.
Wendy's with that little sunroom they used to have.
Yep.
You see that? It's
Yep.
like taco places.
Like an atrium.
Yeah, I don't like it when I see the KFC/Pizza Hut.
Well, they're owned by the same company.
I know,
The
but
Kentucky
something
Hut?
and you're not doing something right. Something's
What'd you
getting the
call it? The
shaft. You can't do those both correctly.
Was Taco Bell really doing it right to begin with?
Yes.
Yes. Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Okay, so Taco Bell may not be, the real deal, but they created what we call, just like with Pizza Hut and all those things. These guys created what we consider, hand foods like tacos and pizzas and all that. You go to Sicily, you're not getting a pizza like at Pizza Hut.
No, or taco. No. I mean,
Right.
in the Midwest, I thought that was Mexican food. The first time I went to Tijuana with a bunch of other comedians and they brought the food, I'm like, well, this is a hashtag fail on Mexico's part. These are not tacos.
Where's my double-decker taco and my
what is this
chalupa?
corn stuff going on?
Do they
no.
not do the Dorito slips taco?
No. Even the margarita was a little off, like compared to what I've gotten at Casa Gallardo in Missouri. Yeah, I did not know. I now know what real Mexican food tastes like. So, but I like them both.
I don't eat Taco Bell because if I did, I would be fatter than this. But my thing is, I don't like when people say that it's not good. People will say, Taco Bell is awful. I'm like, you're clearly lying to yourself or you're just a bad person or something.
I will give you a pro
It's
tip.
delicious.
Something I learned years ago when I first moved to Guam. At Taco Bell, they would have little Tabasco things on every table. Using real Tabasco or real hot sauce on Taco Bell, game changer.
Well, you don't like the sauces they give you?
Yeah, the
I
sauce they
used
give
to
you,
until I did it the other way. Now when I go back, I'm like, ooh.
Well, all right, I'll
no.
try it then.
Bubba trying
I've never.
to be fancy using
I do.
real hot
I'm a fancy
sauce.
boy.
I would take what I'm given in the bag. Mild is a waste of time. I saw a guy during COVID because everything was like closed and everybody was cranky, and he was like 60 something, and he flipped out because they were out of mild sauce. Like, this 20-something is not in charge of the supply line from China, sir.
Right.
There's no reason to keep yelling at this girl. She's probably going to quit mid-sentence, and then we're going to have to learn how to make chalupas, and I don't know how. But he went through all of these antics over mild. I'm like, dude, I understand fire. That's a game changer.
Yeah.
But you're this mad over mild, it's almost not even worth opening the packet with my teeth.
No.
It just tastes like salsa.
It
I
does.
mean,
It's not even salsa.
It's a weird
Salty red water.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know-
salty ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not worth it.
Well, Kathleen, thanks for coming in. I hope that you.
Now that we've done our restaurant review.
Oh my gosh.
Right now, someone's going, I actually like Taco Bell. What do I do with that
I love
for?
it.
I do too. All right, Kathleen Madigan's with us. We'll come back. We'll talk. She's got a lot of stuff going on. We'll explain it all on the way. Coming up. Kathleen Madigan in the studio with us. She has a new stand-up special that's called Hunting Bigfoot on Amazon Prime, coming up on the 21st.
Have you ever gone squatching?
You ever done that?
Oh, no, I'm not a serious enough person for that. I mean, I know comedians that have, and once they laid down the rules, I was like, I'm out. Like, you can't smoke, you can't drink. I'm like,
Well, yeah, you
how
don't
is this not supposed to be a fun camping trip? They're very serious.
yeah, you have
and
to
they're
be.
like, well, he doesn't like smoke. I'm like, oh, and I bet he's a Virgo. I mean, how do you know he doesn't like smoke? Maybe he's a smoker. We don't know. We're talking about a fictional character to this point, so we don't know.
Well, they found a tooth. I saw that the other day. Somebody found a.
Oh, my gosh.
They're doing the DNA work on it right now. Just letting you know.
What social media are you following that you can get that info?
All of it?
TikTok. My friend Greg said there was a sighting in Pennsylvania last
Yeah.
week.
Oh, I
For real.
saw it.
I haven't Googled it. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
It looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Do you believe it?
I did Google, though, the top 5 big states of Bigfoot sighting, and number 4 is Illinois. I'm like, it's flat.
Yeah.
How'd you all not see him coming and get a good movie? Why isn't there a good film? If that's the 4th most populated Bigfoot feats,
Yeah.
why? Southern Illinois, I mean, is flat can be.
Yeah.
Well, how come there's not a clear video?
I know.
And Ohio was number 5.
See, we have
I
a
just
different
don't
we have a
picture that.
different one where I grew up. It was called the skunk ape, and it was like this swamp thing, and it was like, yeah, apparently it smells like sulfur, and he comes around, and you're like, oh,
His eyes are
man, take a
red.
bath.
Yeah.
There's
Turns
one
out it's just a black bear with a skunk on its shoulder, but I mean it's close.
Missouri has one. They call it Momo, the Missouri
Momo.
monster. Yeah, Momo. He's a Bigfoot, and he lives like in southern Missouri on the river.
In a cave.
If you're looking for him,
On the river.
be careful camping on or going on your float trip. Momo's out there.
Look out for Momo. So also, I know you're doing the Ryman auditorium tomorrow night. Have you ever done the Ryman?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah,
you have?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is it different? Is it a different location for you? Is it just like another kind of theater?
No, it's a big deal. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 things a year where you're like, okay, I have to pay attention. Like, this is a big deal. The Chicago theater would be just because it's so old and stuff, but the Ryman is in its own little. And I don't even know enough about country music. I know some, but not enough. Like when they give me a dressing room, they're like, so this is the historical room of little Jimmy Hickens, Pickens. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, my God, I love you so much.
But then I got to Google that guy. I'm like, I know Minnie Pearl. Can you put me there? I know that lady.
So if we were to play some country music to you, do you think you could identify him?
Some. But
Now, what would you say is your strong point for
Decades?
Yeah,
era?
yeah, like of country music.
just the older people, yeah. But I don't know, out of the young people, I pick out Morgan Wallen. He got that East Tennessee twang going on. Some of them I know. Yeah.
She said you've never heard the name Keith Whitley before.
I don't know that name.
Well, I mean,
man.
I mean, if I met him in a bar, maybe
No,
I'd recognize
he
him.
died. But here's
Oh,
what
well,
you should
I'm
know
definitely
about
not
Keith
meeting
Whitley.
him in a
Here's what you should
bar.
know about Keith Whitley.
You can't fail this test anymore than I'm failing.
when he was alive, you would have probably met him at a bar.
Keith Whitley was 32 years old when he died.
Oh, sad
His blood
times.
alcohol level was 0.40.
Oh,
When they did the toxicology report, which is 5 times the legal limit. It's the
yeah, but
equivalent
that
of drinking.
legal limit is kind of,
it's a guideline.
It's up for debate.
Yeah,
Kathleen's drinking a beer.
I don't like where that bar was set to begin with, and then we make normal drunks sound like raging drunks. So really, we were just a Friday.
Right.
Like, I don't like that. No.
There's a lot of people who agree.
I agree with her.
And based on height and weight, you know,
Yes,
right?
lots of
right.
factors.
I can hold-
Ethnicity, I mean, let's
It
be
should be
honest.
based on
like,
ethnicity.
I'm Cajun, you're Irish.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I should be able to tell a cop I had 3 beers, and he could have, you could have had 5. Have a good day, Miss Madigan, and I get to keep going. Yeah, because we were raised for this. That's what our people have done.
It's your game. It's your Super Bowl.
Drinking.
You can check out KathleenMadigan.com. We'll come back more with Kathleen. Hang on. Hey, Kathleen Madigan in the studio with us. Her latest special is on Amazon Prime, coming up on the 21st. It's called
Congrats.
Hunting Bigfoot. Is this like a live kind of deal, like a film live in location?
Filmed it in Denver, yeah, and it got postponed because of COVID, all that. And then my mom goes, you haven't put out a new movie like I make movies, right? You haven't put out a new movie in a long time. I go, Mom, COVID took it a year and a half behind. Sade didn't do anything for 14 years, and I didn't hear you yelling at her. Listen, slow things are worth it. Yeah. So
how is she? She's good.
My mom?
Yeah.
Or Sade? I'm like, I don't really know Sade. I guess she's
Smooth
okay.
operator.
Yeah.
My parents are good. At this age, we just try to keep them incident free.
Yeah.
No health incidents. And, they do. They're 80, though, like this fall. They're like, well, we're leaving Missouri. We're driving to Florida. I'm like, is your TV broke? There's a hurricane coming, Dad. Like, I don't think
do
you
that.
should. My mom goes, oh, it's fine. We're on the Pacific side. Okay, I don't know
The
who's going to
Pacific
tell
side.
Mom. Yeah, she actually said that. I'm like, you went to college. How could that come out of your mouth? And then they did. They drove right down to Sarasota, and she called at the top of Florida. They left from Missouri. She goes, it's so wonderful. There's no traffic. I go, how about the other side of the road, Mom?
Yeah,
The
everybody
northbound.
The people leaving.
The evacuation route. That's bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper. She's like, hey, we have noticed the other side is pretty crowded, but our side's just great, Kathleen. We're so happy to get down there. And then it hit, and I told my dad, if you're dumb enough to go, at least go outside and make Instagram money so I can make some money. So I made him make all these videos. He did it. They're
Did
good.
he
They're
really?
good little show monkeys.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I make them make videos and stuff, they will do it. I'm
my
like,
God.
use Mom's iPhone, and I want you to go outside and film yourself. It was at the time probably 80-mile-an-hour winds because my sister's like, why are you telling them to go outside? I'm like, I'm making money on YouTube. Come on.
And they've
Get
lived
out
a
there.
good life.
That's
Yeah.
right. 80 miles an hour at 80
Yeah.
years old. That's a video. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
and
that's
he's
the whole
super
thing.
proud of it. He thinks he's like a Weather Channel
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Did he have
Yeah.
a flappy jacket on like the guy, what's his name?
That was the
Yeah,
weird
Tori.
thing. He
Yes.
had no coat on. He just had shorts and a golf shirt. I'm like, Dad.
Of course.
Okay, before you leave, this has been a difficult day for me and a great day because it's so hard for me not to just completely fangirl because you guys know Kathleen, my favorite comedian ever. Oh my God. So I will tell you, and I hate to ask you to talk about an old segment, but every time somebody says to me, I don't know, the first thing that pops into my head is somebody saw one once. To this day, my wife barely gets the joke. And if I say, I don't know, she will from the other side of the house go, somebody saw one once.
It was the most dismissive thing a human has ever said back to me, but not even an offensive. So the Norfolk Airport, I don't know why, there's just millions of mermaids. They're in baggage claim. They're on the walls. The faucets are, it's all mermaids. So I go in the gift shop and there's this she's probably 25 years old. And you can tell she does not want to be working in the gift shop. She's over it, whatever. I have my stuff. I go, hey, I'm not from here. What's all up with all the mermaids? And she didn't even look at my direction. She goes, I don't know. Somebody saw one once. Like, you work here. The lack of curiosity on that lady's part is astonishing. Like, you've worked here for years. You never Googled, why are there mermaids all around me? And then she just figured somebody saw one once. Right. I'm like, oh, like do you believe in mermaids? She's like, oh, I could tell she was ready to kick me out. Like, the old white lady's got too many questions. It wasn't good. So I just left with that. And then I just said that to my brother for like another month because it was tax season. He's trying to help me. And I hate all that stuff. I'm like, I don't know. He's like, Kathleen, do you have receipts for this, this, and this? And Wisconsin should have given you these forms. I'm like, I don't know. Somebody saw one once, Pat.
Oh, Lord.
So, please tell me you have merch that has that on the shirt of some sort.
I did have a shirt back in the day that said that. Yeah, I don't have any more. I think, I'm not a big merch person. Like, it takes a lot for me to make a shirt. Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, because then you have to sit on all that inventory, and it's a lot of outlay.
you gotta drag it around, and then these venues are like, we take 97% of everything you make. Oh, okay, well, what am I doing?
Why even bother?
Now I know why a T-shirt at a concert, though, costs, like, if you go to Bridgestone or something, and it's... Why is it a T-shirt $52? Well, because the venue's taking 51. I don't know who the artist is, but they got $1.
Yeah, they got $1.
Have fun.
They worked hard for that $1.
Yeah, it just I think you have to be all in to want to do that, or just be the lazy lady. I make a shirt like once every 8 years. Get your size while it's in. Because I never know what to order, and then the people are yelling at me. I call them the 2 times and 3 times people are yelling, you didn't make enough of those. I'm like, well, those are $10 more, and I didn't know if you guys would buy them.
Right.
And that's my money I'm spending.
Sure.
And then the smalls, I don't make them, and then all of a sudden there's small people. It's a very difficult.
I know. You got to try and please everyone.
Yeah.
And Carson has a Cricut. I'll just have her make me a shirt, and my size says, I don't know. Somebody saw one once. And
make your own. That's the theory of my merch for my fans. Make your own. I don't care. Sell it. I don't care either. Put Kathleen Madigan, sell all you want. It's a free ad.
You can follow her where she is touring on her website, KathleenMadigan.com, and also check out the Amazon Prime, the specials coming up on the 21st called Kathleen Madigan, Hunting Bigfoot, like I said, on the 21st. So good to see you again.
It's great to see
you.
You
made Patrick's whole day. He's
so happy.
Is he bothering you? Is it
not yet?
Right?
He's not
he got her a
you
beer.
Can't bother me if you offer free beer.
Yeah,
You're no bother.
Yeah,
I have to say it again. I offer people beer or whiskey all the time, and no one ever says yes. Kathleen didn't even flinch. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a free beer. I don't care how old I get or how much money I make. When somebody goes, do you want a free beer? Yes is always the answer.
Yes.
Right.
Unless I'm in a hospital. Even then, I probably want it more. If you snuck it in, I'd be super happy. Yeah. A free beer is a free beer. You can't say no.
Wow. We have videos.
Yeah,
lots of them.
Yeah,
more than just the one you watched. We got more and more and more and more.
Yeah, subscribe, hit the notification bell, or we'll tell your mom.